Welcome to Career Transition Center. We're glad that you've joined us as a new client, and we hope that this orientation will help you to start you off on the right foot and on a path to a new career. So let's talk about getting started at CTC, preparing for coaching, and reviewing the programs. So one of the things you want to do is review the biographies of our coaches once you've joined CTC. This is an opportunity for you to really connect with a strategic partner that will help guide you through the process. In addition to the weekly coaching, you'll also be able to attend unlimited programming and webinars here at CTC. We recommend that you select 1 to 3 programs per week to attend, including peer group. So let's get familiar with the client account menu. Each of our new clients has an established client account menu that only you and staff can access. Here's a sample of what your client account menu looks like. On the left panel, there'll be a video feature with a new program or video that we would like to showcase. In addition, we like to highlight our new workshops. We introduce a new workshop about every month. So right now we're featuring the handbill workshop, which is debuting in September. You'll see your name at the top of the client account menu, and then there are 2 menus below that I'd like to walk you through. The first under client account menu are coaching appointments. This database will track your current and future and past programs and coaching appointments. So you can schedule your own coaching appointments, your event reservations, which are the programs you'll find through the calendar, as well as some other features. Let me just walk you through those really quickly. You can charge your fees online for new membership and renewals. If you're going to be attending a paid workshop like the assessments, you can register and pay for that through your client account. In preparation for your coaching appointments, you can also upload documents for your coach to review. Any Word or PDF format will be appropriate. Information sessions, if you haven't attended that, you will want to register for those Monday sessions, and the calendar will pop up once you click on this link. You can update your contact information at any time, or change your application or registration form information. Things like emergency contacts, email, phone numbers, and your home address you'll want to keep current. Now let's move to the left side of the menu. Under resources, events and seminars, that's going to take you directly to the programming calendar, where not only you can review in chronological order all the programs and workshops we offer here at CTC, but you can view full descriptions. Assessments will provide you with an overview of each of the assessments that we offer here at CTC, including an assessments guide that will help you select the right assessment for your stage of transition. We also have a couple updated resource guides that have proved invaluable to our clients, both for Chicago and suburban services. This includes everything from unemployment services, how to navigate the IDES website for unemployment insurance, to pet food pantries, counseling services, and discounted haircuts. So make sure to check out the resource guide that's appropriate for where you reside. Under coaching, we have a brief explanation of what coaching is and how to really make a thoughtful decision about selecting the right coach for you. Under Meet Our Coaches, you can actually view the biographies of each of our career coaches, including their background information, what their philosophy of coaching is, and view their photos. Under Leveraging the Value of Coaching, there's some great tips in here. This is an easy read. It'll just take you a couple minutes, but give you some guidelines for what to expect in terms of outcomes from your weekly coaching sessions. We also have a very robust YouTube site that features over 30 online webinars, videos, and lecture series. This link will take you directly to Career Transition Center's YouTube page. Our online documents library is a very comprehensive online resource library with over 50 documents that are sorted by discovery, planning, action. They're all hyperlinks so that you can download worksheets, read articles, and even go directly to webinars, videos, and other resources to help you through your transition process. And finally, the job search website links. This will help you to really hone in on what online resources and applications are most appropriate for your field. So if you're in the nonprofit sector, for instance, there are specific websites for jobs in your field. So we highly recommend that you check out the resources on this side of the page. Let's move on. Scheduling your first coaching appointment. You can literally view the biographies of each of your coaches and select the one by availability that you'd like to work with. Now here's our calendar of events as well. So it's right here in the calendars page. In chronological order, we list all of the programming. You can click on details to get a full description of the program. The date and time is always listed. If you look at the details and you're like, yeah, the Cars Workshop sounds great, I think I'd like to attend that, you can simply click the reserve button. It will add that program to your client account menu so that at any time you can view the programming and schedule that you have established. So let's go back to coaching for a moment. You can schedule up to 3 weeks ahead of time on coaching appointments with one appointment per week. Each client is entitled to 12 weeks of private 45-minute sessions with a coach. So we encourage you to keep those weekly appointments. It is by far the greatest value for what you're paying for your membership. These coaches on their own charge their corporate clients anywhere from $150 to $300 an hour. So for far less than that, you're getting high quality coaching, folks that will be a strategic partner and keep you on track from week to week. So I really can't encourage you enough to make those weekly appointments, schedule ahead of time, try a few coaches the first few weeks you're here so that you can get different perspectives, and then ultimately select a coach that you would like to serve as your primary career coach, someone that you can meet with regularly that will help you through the process of discovery, planning, action, and into your new career. I'd also like to mention that these are volunteer coaches and we want to honor their time. So please allow 48 hours notice if you need to cancel a coaching appointment. You can do that right through your client account menu. There is a cancel option next to the listing of both your coaching appointments and the program reservations that you made. So you can cancel at any time. And I do want to mention our 3 strikes rule. Because our coaches are volunteers and they commit to a certain amount of hours each week, we do expect our clients to honor that time. If you miss an appointment without any notice, you will be given a strike. After 3 strikes, we will ask you to discontinue your coaching privileges. We don't expect to have to do this. We hope we don't have to do this, but we do encourage our clients to really honor the coach's time. Let us know in advance if you need to miss your appointment. So let's talk a little bit more about the programming calendar. The one that you see here is always posted on our bulletin board, and we have handout copies as well. Every month, typically about the halfway point, about the 15th of the month, I send out the following month's calendar. So you'll receive that via email. You can view the calendar online, you can take a paper copy, or you can view the upcoming programs through our weekly newsletter, which we'll get to in just a moment. So we offer about 15 to 18 different workshops each month. We have our regular building skills series, which you'll see here, building skills 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are offered monthly. So regardless of when a client joins us, they can always find time in their first month to attend the building skills. Those really serve as your foundation from knowing yourself and where you're going, which is really discovery, to building skills 2, which will introduce you to all the documents that will go into your career portfolio, to effective networking skills, and finally interviewing and negotiating with building skills 4. We recommend that you take at least building skills 1 and 2 within the first month you're a client at CTC. If you're still in the discovery stage, hold off on building skills 4. You may want to wait to take that until month 2 or 3. There's lots of other programming that will help you early on, but we really don't want to work on interviewing skills if you haven't identified the companies or type of job that you're going to be interviewing for yet. So keep in mind that that's one you might want to put off until later on in your tenure with CTC. In addition to that, we have weekly peer groups, which we highly recommend. The groups change from week to week, so you'll always have an opportunity to get new perspectives and network with other new clients. That should really be a staple in your schedule, is attending a couple peer groups a month. Then we have monthly and bi-monthly programming. Resume Clinic is a great example of a monthly program, something that you'll all want to take during the planning stage and something that we offer monthly. Then we have quarterly offerings like, let's see here, Dressing for Success at Every Age, introducing mindfulness-based stress reduction, moving through change with confidence. We pepper these throughout your 3-month tenure with CTC so that you have an opportunity to take a variety of programs over the 3 months. And then we have bi-monthly programs like dynamic negotiations and compelling cover letters. So those are offered every other month to ensure that our clients get to start working on those in the planning stage and yet don't feel obligated to take them right away as soon as they join us. So we encourage you to take advantage of programming that really fits the stage in which you're at. 1 to 3 programs a week, and hold off on the ones that are in a stage that you haven't yet reached. I assure you they will come around during your 12 weeks with CTC. So let's talk about our monthly themes. This is yet another way that CTC offers you current and valuable information for job search. So in August, for example, we were exploring the idea of drafting a handbill as part of your portfolio and how you apply that to your networking activities. We feature a new theme each month to give you supplemental information as a client, just more than we can always fit into a particular workshop. This theme will be featured in our online resource library with worksheets and articles. In your weekly Spotlight e-newsletter, we'll have additional information on that theme. Through our social media channels on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, as well as our physical library here in the CTC offices, we'll be featuring books and resources around that topic as well. And in August, we featured the Handbill Workshop, which was debuting this month, actually September 4th, to help supplement the learning around that topic and creating an actual interactive session where you can craft your own handbill during that 2-hour workshop. So look for our monthly themes. There's always great extra information. And right next to the Client Services office, you'll see a bulletin board that will feature additional information, takeaways, articles, and images to help you connect to these ideas and information. One of the greatest resources for networking is LinkedIn. We'll be talking a lot about that during your time at CTC. So we encourage you to join our LinkedIn community group within your first week here at CTC. This is a private LinkedIn group made up of coaches, clients, and mostly former clients of CTC who are back in the workforce. These are all warm contacts, folks that would love to network with you, connect you to individuals and organizations that they work with, and also provide you with informational interviews. We have over 700 members, and as I said, this is a private group, so you won't be solicited by outside salespeople or anyone outside of the CTC community. I encourage you to go to this website, ask to join. You'll be approved in the first week, and start networking with people in your industry and those that you would like to connect with to help you formulate a job search strategy. So let's talk a little bit about goal setting for the first couple weeks here at CTC. Part of your coaching sessions are going to include you addressing the challenge of the week, talking with your coach about what you really want to focus on, and them giving you advice, feedback, and introducing you to resources you may not be familiar with. Your coach will also want to set a couple goals with you each week. This helps with accountability and helps you to have a consistent plan of action week to week. We find that this really helps our clients to land faster. So we want you to take this step by step. We found that the best approach is to break these tasks and goals into bite-sized chunks and have 1 or 2 manageable goals from week to week, specific outcomes that will help further your job transition process. So we want to remind you to just breathe, relax, and focus on just a couple tasks and goals per week. There's a lot involved in the transition process, in developing your portfolio and honing in on target organizations, talking to individuals. It can't all be done in 1 week. And it really doesn't aid your effectiveness by trying to do many, many tasks at one time. So we really recommend and encourage you to set a couple specific goals, stick to those each week, and then report back to your coach the following week. This will keep you moving in a forward direction, and you'll be surprised how fast you're making progress. And I'd be remiss in not talking about networking. This is really the key. We know that 80% of our clients are going to find their next job through the network that they develop through CTC and the tools and resources we introduce you to. One of the ways that you can start this networking activity is to attend a peer group. Coach Terry Flynn offers a Wednesday peer group, and Robert Gramilano offers a bi-weekly Thursday peer group. So there's actually 2 opportunities for you to meet other clients, share resources, and even if the contacts in your network are no longer serving you, perhaps you're changing fields or you've exhausted your network and they don't have leads for you, they might be useful to another client. So we encourage you to open up your network, share your contacts with each other in peer group, exchange business cards, and help your peers help you in your job transition process. So as we move into the second week of your membership, you'll start receiving the CTC Spotlight. This is our weekly e-newsletter. It's very straightforward, simple, and fun read. You can read it in about 5 minutes over your morning coffee. We release it every Monday morning at 8 a.m., so you'll see it in your inbox, and it helps to kind of set the tone and a schedule for you for the week ahead. You'll see such features in there is a programming spotlight of a new workshop that we're introducing, a new webinar, coaches who have joined CTC and their biographies, resources that are online, podcasts, great smartphone apps that can help you manage your job search, and other resources. As I said, it's a really easy read. It takes just a few minutes, but it brings you up to date with both what's going on here at CTC in the coming week and also what external resources and information are available to you as a new job seeker. And I want to just reiterate one more time that take this as a one step at a time process. Our clients are landing on average in about 4.5 months, which is half the time of professionals nationally that are over the age of 40. So we really do have a system in place here and a program model that will help move you and accelerate your progress through job transition and into a new career. So I highly recommend breaking this down into bite-sized chunks. Take a few workshops a week. Do the work in each of those. Finish those documents. Practice your storytelling. Do some networking. But do one activity at a time and watch the progress and your progression flow. Now I'd like to introduce you to really what is the foundational model of all of our curriculum and programming here at CTC, and that's the Discovery, Planning, and Action Model, or DPA. We have found this to be the key to success for our clients is breaking up your activities and the documents that you're creating and the efforts you're making in job search and networking into 3 stages of transition. Once you've identified which stage you're in, discovery, planning, or action, you should select programming and coaches that match that. So when you go to the coaches' profiles, you'll notice that some of them have a DPA or maybe a PA or a D on their biography. So some of our coaches are generalists and will work effectively with you through any or every stage of transition. So that's the DPA. If you see that a coach has a specialized distinction as PA or D or DP or something like that, that means that they specialize in working with clients in that particular phase of transition. So you may want to work with a coach that's specialized when you're in discovery, someone who really enjoys and is skilled at peeling back the layers and helping you find a fit for your next career. You may need some extra help with your portfolio documents, and so a planning specialist is an ideal coach for you to work with during that process. And then once you're actively interviewing and engaged in networking and salary negotiating, an action-oriented coach is ideal. We actually have 2 coaches who offer mock interviews as well, who are action-oriented, can help you through practicing an interview for an actual position. And I can talk more about mock interviews in a few minutes. But you can specialize, and like I said about the interviewing workshop, you might want to wait on that. You might want to wait on working with an action-oriented coach if you're still in the discovery or planning stage. So we want you to be very strategic about your approach with programs and coaching. Okay, so let's do a quick review. Outcomes for discovery, planning, action. Discovery, all about honing in on your brand and deciding what your target organizations are going to be, what individuals you need to talk to, and really understanding the mechanics of the position and the industry for which you're focused on. Creating a few documents to get started that will allow you to get out and start networking. Let's move into the planning phase and review. Again, you'll be continuing to connect with people for informational interviews, inserting keywords into your documents, but you're really focused on all those portfolio documents and putting them together. And finally, our action stage. Let's review this quickly. You're going to be engaged in interviewing, applying for positions, continuing to network, maybe even doing some volunteer work to fill in those gaps on your resume. You're going to want to have your customized cover letters drafted, review our interviewing and salary negotiating guidelines, start doing some mock interviews and practicing, and enhance your LinkedIn profile and expand your network. Let's talk about a few tips and resources before we wrap up. We do have a very robust YouTube page that I mentioned that has over 30 webinars, short video commercials, and seminars on various topics. Everything from how to be effective in your job search, to the benefits of working with a career coach, to very specific skills-based webinars like how to engage in a panel interview and be successful, how to engage your volunteer work into a really meaningful experience and integrate it into your resume. And we have a 15-part LinkedIn series that will walk you through each of the functions of building your LinkedIn profile. So check out CTC's YouTube page. The online resource library in your client account menu has over 700 titles in 12 categories. We have 40 new books that we've introduced in our in-person library, including periodicals and sample portfolio documents. So if you want to see some of the best handbills or cover letters that our clients have produced over the last few years, we have those available in the resource library. Make sure to take note of the large bulletin board next to my office. We always have current job postings. They only stay up for a few weeks. We change them out every month. A lot of these are internal listings, and so they're coming to us from people in our network. Some of them haven't even been listed publicly yet. So make sure every week to check out our job posting board. Take a look at the coach spotlight. There may be a new coach that you'll want to work with, maybe someone from your field or a different approach or a different style that you're looking for. And always have a copy of our monthly program calendar so that you can stay abreast of workshops that will help you for the phase of transition in which you're working.